It's good to see you all. I'm Pastor Shauna. Hey, have any of you listened to any good music lately? It's fun to press play when you've got your favorite playlist queued up. I think all of us have that certain song that fires us up and makes us feel strong and brave and confident. And you know what? Confidence is important in life. That's what we're talking about this whole week. We are going to find out what true confidence is all about. Confidence is learning to see yourself the way God sees you. Spoiler alert, God thinks you're amazing. After all, He knows you, He made you exactly the way you are, and He has the very best plan for your life. So, let's start things off today with another fun game, shall we? I was thinking about how we all have our favorite songs, and I was thinking that maybe we could write a song together. I mean, how hard could it be? Let's do this. Let's play Top of the Charts. If you've ever done a Mad Lib, one of my favorite games, this is kind of the same idea. We'll start off by writing the lyrics to our awesome hit song, and that's where I need your help. All right. I'll call out a type of word and you shout it out as loud as you can. Make sure I can hear you. Oh, and if anyone's watching this with you, they can help come up with the words too. If you need more time to think, just hit pause. All right, let's get started. Number 1, a place, 1 syllable word. Did I hear someone say Mars? Okay. Number 2. A type of food, 1 syllable. Ooh, eggs. Okay. Number 3, another type of food, 1 syllable. I heard someone say chips. Number 4, adjective, a word that describes something. Was that smelly? Okay, we'll go with it. Number 5. Adjective that rhymes with screen. Green, yeah, good. Number 6, a type of food, 3 syllables. Spaghetti, yeah, that's it. Okay, number 7, a type of food, 1 syllable. Someone said meat? All right. Number 8, name of a song. Old Town Road. All right, we'll go with that one. Number 9, adjective, a word that describes something. Ginormous? Okay, I think we could use that. And number 10, last one, it's a noun. Remember, a person, place, or a thing. Sponge? Oh, okay. Okay, that's it. I think we got it. I think this will be a hit. I can't wait to put it together with the music. It's time to perform our masterpiece. It's called Shauna's Diner. There's a place down on Mars where you know I love to go, 'cause the eggs and the chips set my heart all aglow. No matter what I order on the smelly screen, I know I'm gonna love it. It'll make me feel so green. Spaghetti for breakfast, juicy meat in the afternoon, telling jokes with all my friends as we listen to some tunes. There's a band in the corner playing Old Town Road. I like to sing along like an old ginormous crow. Hanging out at the diner, where every sponge wants to be. It's a place you're always welcome, even if you sing off key. That was amazing. Didn't you like that? I knew we could write a hit. I'm sure that it'll be on top of the charts in no time. Okay, now that we've got our vocals all warmed up, let's worship.
Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Press play!
Jesus, we know we belong here because of your love for us that goes on and on forever. Jesus, we know you are with us wherever we go. You're there, we'll always be together.
So sing along with me for all the joy he brings.
It's going down. Get in the mix.
We're not stopping.
Get in the
The
mix.
party's hopping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say, it's time to press play.
Get in the
The
mix.
beat is dropping.
Get in the mix.
Feet are stomping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say, it's time to press play.
Oh, oh, oh.
Press play.
Oh, oh, oh.
Press play.
Jesus, we know we belong here because of your love for us that goes on and on forever. Jesus, we know you are with us wherever we go. You're there, we'll always be together.
So sing along with me for all the joy he brings.
It's going down. Get in the mix.
We're not stopping.
Get in the
The
mix.
party's hopping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say, it's time to press play.
Get in the
The
mix.
beat is dropping.
Get in the mix.
Feet are stomping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say, it's time to press play.
Oh, oh, oh.
Press play.
Oh, oh, oh.
Press play.
Oh, oh.
Press play.
Oh, oh.
Press play. All right, all right, all right. We're gonna break it down one time, y'all. You gotta sing it out with all you got. Y'all ready? Come on, come on. Clap your hands like this. Have confidence to get in the mix. Clap your hands like this. Have confidence to get in the mix. Now clap your hands like this. Like this. Have confidence to get in the mix. Now clap your hands like this. Like this. Everybody get in the mix.
Get in the mix.
We're not stopping.
Get in the
The
mix.
party's hopping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say, it's time to press play.
Get in the
The
mix.
beat is dropping.
Get in the mix.
Feet are stomping.
Get in the mix.
Everybody say, it's time to press play.
Oh, oh, oh. Get in the mix.
Press play.
Oh, oh, oh. Get in the mix.
Press play.
Oh, oh. Get in the mix.
Press play.
Oh, oh.
Press play.
You never turn away, you never leave my side. And every time I call your name out just to find that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing, I will trust you with my heart. Oh, I will trust you with my heart. There are days when I feel I need a friend, and then I hear your voice reminding me again that you're already right here with me, never been alone. I can trust you with my heart, 'cause this I know. You are always faithful, you love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you trust you with my heart. No matter what may come, no matter what I go through, God, you are never gonna fail me. I will trust you with my heart. You are always faithful. You love me from the start. No matter what I'm facing, I will trust you with my heart. You are more than able to lead me through the dark. Your love is never failing. I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, whoa. I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, whoa. I will trust you with my heart. Whoa, whoa. I will trust you with my heart.
Hello? What? Are you sure? Today? Of course. Is everything all right? We have to switch gears like that? You don't mean. You do mean. Well, if that's the only way, then I suppose. One second. Why are you doing this?
I thought your phone call could use some underscoring. It sounded important.
It's a bicycle repair shop.
Oh.
Anyway, I'll try and pick it up today. Thanks. I'll see you then. Hello, my name is Brandon.
And I'm John.
And this is the So-and-So Show.
And I got a synthesizer.
Why, though?
Oh, come on. Brandon, this is the big time. We have to bring some snap and pizzazz back into the show. And all the other shows, they have their own synthesizer. I just want to get in on it.
What other shows are you talking about?
All of them. All of them. Do you really want to be the only show that doesn't have dramatic underscoring?
I guess I've never thought about it.
Well, think about it right now. Well,
Okay, I've thought about it. I still don't understand.
listen to me. If we don't up our production value on this show right now, we're just gonna be ordinary.
Say it isn't so!
Come on, I mean it.
Okay.
Can you just imagine a show without music? It's okay. You know what? Tell me a joke. Tell me a joke. Yeah, something funny. Be funny. Be funny, Brandon.
I got one.
Okay.
What did one plate say to the other plate?
What?
Dinner's on me. You get.
All right, stop that. Okay, fine,
Thank you.
Fine, but let's try another joke. This time with underscoring. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay, what's brown, hairy, and wears sunglasses?
What, Brandon?
A coconut on vacation.
Oh! Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, isn't this better?
All right, fine.
Oh,
You can underscore the show.
yes.
I just hope that this doesn't have some unforeseen consequences.
On this show? Surely not.
So today, we're gonna be talking to Kellen, which is normal, and he's gonna tell us. John,
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you through this. What were you saying?
I don't recall what I was trying to say because I was interrupted. But it's fine. I just have to keep talking with intensity. If I do that, no one will notice that what I'm saying doesn't make any sense. Bananas! Telephone! Houseplant! Laptop! Framed picture! I pet a kitty cat's tummy and I feel great! What are you doing?
I'm sorry. It was just you were getting so funny. You were getting so into it.
Ah!
Oh!
I think I'm okay with being ordinary.
Copy that. It's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey guys.
Hey, Kellen, what are we talking about today?
Well, we're talking about when Jesus picked his first disciples. Here's a little laundry theater. Jesus was standing by the Sea of Galilee, preaching to a crowd who came to hear the word of God. When he was done teaching, Jesus got into a boat that belonged to a fisherman named Simon, who is also called Peter. Jesus said, "Put out into deep waters, let down the nets so you can catch some fish." Peter replied, "Jesus, we've worked hard all night and haven't caught anything. But because you say so, I will let down the nets." So they sailed out into deeper water and cast their fishing nets overboard. When they did what Jesus asked, their nets were filled to bursting. Some of their nets even began to break, and their boat began to sink. Immediately, Peter fell to his knees in front of Jesus, and he said, "Go away from me, Lord. I am a sinful man." "Don't be afraid," Jesus said. "From now on, you will fish for people." Peter and his friends, James and John, left their boats and nets behind and became Jesus' disciples. Later, Jesus happened upon a tax collector named Levi. Jesus told Levi to follow him, and with no hesitation, Levi followed. Later that night, Levi held a feast for Jesus. A large group of tax collectors were eating along with him. Now, when Jesus was alive here on earth, being a tax collector was bad. He was the kind of person you wouldn't expect Jesus to hang out with. In fact, the teachers of the law complained, "Why do you eat and drink with tax collectors and sinners?" Jesus answered them simply, "Healthy people don't need a doctor. Sick people do. I have not come to get those who think they are right with God to follow me. I have come to get sinners to turn away from their sins." The end.
I love that story, Kellen.
Yeah, Jesus didn't exactly go for the obvious choices when he picked the disciples, did he?
Yep. Jesus could have picked the smartest people or the most important ones or the ones who read the Bible from cover to cover to be his disciples. But he didn't. He chose people that might have seemed ordinary to everyone else. Fishermen and tax collectors and sinners. People like us, by the way.
Why do you do that?
I think it was so that everyone would know Jesus cared about people. Rich and poor, good and bad, famous and ordinary. He wanted everyone to feel like they could belong, even sinners like you and me.
That is awesome. I love feeling like I belong.
Me too. Thanks, Kellen.
You bet.
Hey, we'll see you soon in the future.
Okay, bye.
Have you enjoyed the show today, John?
Are you kidding me? I have rhythm. I got music. Because of Jesus, I feel like I belong. Who could ask for anything more? Hey.
Well, I can ask one thing more.
Oh, let me. Reveal the question.
Where do you feel like you belong?
Yeah, maybe you feel like you belong when you're at home or when you're at church.
Or you could feel like you belong when you're doing something that you love, like playing a sport or dancing or hosting a show with your best friend.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Are you ever going to stop doing that?
Doubtful. This makes me feel like I'm in a shopping mall in the 80s.
You want to play us out?
You got it.
Until next time, I'm Brandon.
And I'm John.
And this has been the So-and-So Show. Peace.
the best friend you could ever have. You never have to wonder if you belong because you always belong to Him. He's always there for you. He loves you so much that He gave His life on the cross for you. Here's what we need to remember today. I can have confidence because I belong. Hopefully, there are a lot of places you feel like you belong. At home, at church, at school, on your sports team, or just hanging out with your best buds. But for now, there's a really good question to think about. Where do you feel like you belong? I'm so thankful that even if I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere else, I will always belong to Jesus. Maybe later, when you have some time to talk with a family member, you can ask someone about the time that they decided to be friends with Jesus. I bet it'd be really interesting to hear how they chose to follow Him with their whole life. Well, we'll see you next time. Bye.
To get started, we are going to need to have 8 different colors of construction paper cut into 1-inch lengths, and then the full length of the paper, which depending on your craft paper, you just want it to be longer than it is shorter. And here's a tip to be able to get all of your pieces the same exact size without having to cut each paper out one at a time. I use a stapler. I stack them all up on top of each other and I staple it. Now it's going to hold it together so it doesn't move around when I cut. So we're just going to cut our strips out. They don't have to be perfect, but you just want them to be close to being the same. It's a little bit wider down here. I think that's going to be okay. I might trim it. Just get that little bit of length off. It will work even if it's not perfect. Then you need another piece of construction paper that you're going to cut out 2 circles, about a 1 inch, 1 inch or 1/2 inch circles out of construction paper. And now we're ready to get started gluing. So have the kids take their glue stick, open it, and get it going. This is also a craft that it's going to be a little bit easier if a leader is doing it with them, so they can kind of see step by step along the way how to do it, because this really only works one way. So we're going to have these cut out. I need to cut out 2 more because we need 4 circles. Taking a piece of construction paper and folding it in half and cutting your circles. You only have to cut once and you'll get 2 circles out of it. They do not need to be perfect circles. Like, that is just fine. They just need to be round. So we're going to take one of these and you're going to put a whole lot of glue. Cover it all the way around the edges like this. It's nice having trays with tin foil in them because they're going to get glue on the table. And this way you could just throw away the tin foil or paper lining and just reline the trays instead of relining the whole table every single rotation. Now they're going to take one of their color lengths and stick it down. Now we're going to keep going around creating almost like a star. So you have to put a little bit more on because they're going to overlap onto each other. We're going to lay that color down. I chose to do Fun Rainbow. It looks really pretty when it spins. If you'd like, you could pick different colors. Maybe do the push play colors, fun colors, or maybe your church colors, or if the kids really want to have one color paper, they can too. I just thought, why not make it rainbow and fun? So we'll keep going around, just slightly overlapping and adding a little bit more glue. You really can't have too much glue. And overlap it. Keep going around. And if, oh no, I put them too close together or they're too far apart, this white glue is not going to dry too fast. You could always have them pick it up and just readjust their pieces of paper. So now there we go. we are all the way around with our papers and our star. And like I said, you could always adjust them to tweak them, but you want it to look like an 8-pointed star. Now we need to use our next circle, put glue all over this. And this circle is just going to act as a base to hold all those pieces together. So now you've gotten your star. Now can you see? It's getting there. You're so close. And then we're going to repeat the process again, but on the other end. Take your next circle, cover it with some glue all the way around. And I like to put it just on top right here. So this doesn't have glue on it. I'm just putting it here right now because I'm going to put that on. And you just repeat the process, but now you're bringing them in like flower petals. And you do the same exact thing where you overlap. Put a little bit more glue on that piece. Bring this in. You're really going to be using glue sticks for this project. So you're going to really want to make sure that you get a bulk order of glue sticks because they're going to go through them. And you want them to. You don't want to be stingy with this. You want it to be held together so that it stays for when they go home and they play with it. If they're chintzy on the glue, it could fall apart. And we don't want that. We want them to really enjoy the things they created at VBS. And we just keep going around. Almost there. Last color to come in. See? And look at that. And it's totally okay if they're not exactly the same size. Now maybe it might be a little bit easier if I put the glue on the back of this guy. And you take your next circle and you cap it off. So now all these are secure on both ends. Now we only really have 2 more steps to create this twirling paper spinner. So that's why we need a skewer with a pointy end. You can trim it so it's not quite as sharp. And you could ask their small group leaders to help at this point too. Putting both fingers on either side. This is now like wet from the glue, so it's gonna go through real easy. You kind of want to make sure you move it around in it because you want it to be able to move. Then we poke through the other end. So now we poke through both ends. Now this won't spin because this isn't affixed. Oops, I went a little bit off center. That's okay. Do not worry. Just move it and let's poke it again. There we go, poked it through. This is where the hot glue comes in. An adult leader needs to add hot glue to the top and a little piece of hot glue inside so that the top doesn't move. You don't put hot glue right here. You don't want this to be staying in one spot. This moves and helps create the twirl. So let me show you. See, I put hot glue on the top there, if I could get it, and some hot glue right here so that this top piece doesn't move. But we want this bottom piece to be able to move when you spin it. And then that's it. Just let this dry. I would have a leader hold it, or you could get some craft foam and you just stick it in the craft foam for this to dry, for the kids to be able to take this home later. Because if you lay this down, it could get real bent or pinched, and then it won't be as beautiful. So you could buy big flats of styrofoam, and you just poke them in, and then when the kids are ready to go home, they get to take it home like this. And then they get to spin it. How fun and beautiful. Reminds me of like the Olympics or gymnastics. And see how this moves? You want it to be able to move freely up and down to create those beautiful twists.